critical thinking of being some academic scholarly thing. But really, critical thinking is thinking about your thinking. Thinking about the material that you review and you read. Because how many of you have Facebook? Raise your hand if you have Facebook. Do you see people posting all kinds of stuff on Facebook? Do you think it's all true? You know, sometimes people will post these outrageous things and found out it's totally invalid. It's like a hoax or something. Well, we receive a lot of information from a lot of sources on a daily basis, not just social media, but on the news, the internet, the radio, newspapers, magazines. So we need to become better at determining what's reliable, because not everything we read is reliable. So we need to become critical thinkers. When you start preparing your speeches, you know, if you make a generalization, I'll say says who. And you'll need to provide evidence to say, you know, according to a study that was done by the American Medical Association in 2014, statistics show that 1 out of every 7 people. So you're going to have to start doing things like that to support what you have to say. You can't just throw out information without backing it up with evidence. So you need to become more aware of the information you receive. So if you receive something on Facebook, don't just automatically share it. Check it out. Make sure it's accurate. Make sure it's valid. You don't want to be sharing information that's not true. So get better at looking at the information you receive. But also get better at processing your own information. You know, one of the things about public speaking is that some of us are fearful. And we'll be talking about fear in just a minute. But you know, why are we so fearful? What are we telling ourselves that's making us so fearful? So we need to become more aware of what we tell ourselves as well. So critical thinking is really thinking about your thinking. And so we'll look a lot more in detail and depth about that throughout the semester, but it's really, really important because when you leave your college, you know, whether it's Los Medanos or four-year college, you want to be thinking at a deeper level, at a college level. You want to be evaluating things and not taking things for granted, not assuming everything's true. Okay, so, and then also critical thinking, you're going to learn public speaking concepts, the role of public speaking. You're going to be applying critical thinking to research, organizing, writing, and preparing speeches. I'm going to have you do a library assignment at some point in the semester because a lot of people don't use the LMC online version of the library or go to our library in Pittsburgh. They just always Google or Wikipedia everything. And by the way, no Wikipedia is allowed in this class because there's a lot of heavy responsibility that goes with giving a speech. When you share information with people, you want to make sure it's accurate. And anybody can go in there and edit information on Wikipedia, so that we don't use Wikipedia. So I strongly suggest you start using the sources that you're already paying for. Out of your tuition is paying for the library and all the online sources we have on the library. So you can access on the library journals, articles, magazines, newspapers, all kinds of valuable and reliable information. So I'm going to teach you how to do that at some point in the semester. So let's see. Use critical thinking. You're going to learn, about the ethics, how to deal with cultural, social, psychological implications of public speaking, all that. Now also, to fulfill the requirements of a GE class, you're going to learn to read, write, and speak. You're going to understand that there's interdisciplinary connections. That means some of the things you learn in this class might apply to other classes. There's a lot of psychology in this class because the fear component requires some psychology, right, to handle that. So some of the things you learn in here, you might also learn in psychology classes. So you're going to see some connections between your classes. Critical and creative thinking, ethics, social diversity. So we kind of talked about that. Okay, then. Second page there. Read your text, okay? I can't read the whole textbook to you, so I can't cover everything in the text. So each week you need to keep up with the readings. I'm not going to teach you the text. I'll cover the basic concepts, but you need to read the text. It will help you to put things in perspective. I will assume you're reading. I will not cover everything in the textbook that is assigned to read. The reading is intended to supplement what we are discussing in class. Okay, some additional resources. I just told you about the Center for Academic Support And there are the phone numbers to call to make an appointment if you want to make an appointment with a consultant. The next thing is plagiarism. We all know what plagiarism, right, is taking someone else's ideas and passing them off as your own. And this is very bad, very, very bad thing. You never want to do this, okay? You always want to give credit to your sources. Otherwise, you're stealing information that's not yours. So we deal with that very, very harshly. So if you write a paper for an English class and don't have a sources cited page, or copy and paste. I know students that wait to the last minute sometimes to do papers or speeches. I see a lot of copying and pasting and think that we won't catch it, but we do. And if you get caught plagiarizing, you can be expelled from school. So don't do that, okay? Plus you're cheating yourself. So do your own work, don't copy and paste, do your own research, and give credit to all your sources. Accommodations. If you need any special help, seating arrangements, extra time for tests, anything like that, please see me. And I'll do everything I can to help it, make the class easier for you. Or not easier, but accommodate you to make it so you can pass it. So check with me if you have any special accommodations. Classroom policies. Be respectful of one another. Okay, don't, text while somebody's speaking. Or don't text, when I'm lecturing or something. I will